I've been riding motorcycle in 50 countries now, and this is like number one.
You know what? There's a hidden gem in Europe for adventure and enduro riding. What is the first thing that comes in your mind for adventure riding locations? For me, it would be Romania, or maybe Balcan countries like Bosnia or Albania. But after visiting Greece, I'm really impressed. But I'm not alone. I met a Swedish rider who's been returning to Greece for 6 years, and now he even organizes groups for adventure and enduro riding trips. My guest today is Stewe MK, or All in Travel, and we will talk about this hidden gem of adventure riding in Europe. So welcome to Part-Time Nomad podcast with your host Einar. Let's start the episode.
Okay, cheers man. Cheers man. Skål in Swedish.
Skål, preka. Preka, skål. Skål and preka to you two guys, and welcome Steve.
Thank you.
It's really cool to see you here in Greece. I accidentally ended up here in Enduro, Greece. That's the place where we're at the moment. And the story with you, I think it's kind of interesting because you have been coming here for quite a while, and I want to hear the story why you're here the 6th year in the role, basically.
Yeah, it was with my rally friends. They were going to Greece and do some enduro riding at some company.
Yeah.
And they asked me if I want to come, and I was like, Greece? Yeah, okay. Yeah, why not? So I come here, and the riding is so nice, and you can ride everywhere, and it's unlimited of tracks and gravel roads and mountains, and you have everything you can ask about, you have it here. So I went the next year and the next year, then I end up 2 times a year and 3 times a year.
Yeah.
And me and the owner Vasilis, we became good friends, so he just, what the fuck? We're buddies now. I cannot take your money anymore. You have to come and work for me or something like that. So I'm here to fix people from Sweden, Norway. And because I know a lot of riders, I can set them in the right groups. We go in this group with advanced rider, and this group with people that want to go more gravel roads and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you're basically you can match them with the right group, so they don't get killed or are not bored during the day. And I really like the way how you told in the beginning that Greece, let's go Greece.
Yeah.
And maybe it's good, maybe kind of whatever in a way. Yeah.
Because the first time Greece is you go to the ocean, you get in the blue, nice water and swimming, and you have some souvlaki in the evening, and that's it.
And for me as well, the thing what I expected from Greece was those islands where people go on holiday, and maybe there is quite a long section of Trans-Euro Trail. Maybe someone the linesmen have stretched it out over that country, and maybe just made it longer than it should be.
Yeah.
And I thought I want to go somewhere here just to have a look, and I have been here for I think a week or nearly a week or over a week. I don't know. I don't really count the days anymore, but it have been a blast. It have been amazing. You can find so many places, so many things here, and I didn't even expect 50% of that.
No. And then you only scratch on the surface.
Yeah.
I've been here for 6 years. I've been up north. I've been west, east, south, on the islands, everywhere. All the time I'm here, and I'm here for a longer time. It's new places all the time. It's everything new, and you every time you wow. And Norway, it's super beautiful.
Yeah.
But you can only look at the mountains.
Yeah, you can look, no touch. No touch, no touch.
Here,
only looking.
You will go and I want to go on the top.
Yeah.
You ride up on the top, and then you're standing, let's go have a look at that top of the mountain. And then you go down the valley, and then up on the next top.
Yeah.
We were on that top before. And then you just continue.
It's such a freedom,
And
you know, You know what? I thought like before like all this trip and before I went to Romania, I thought like Romania is the Wild West of Europe, basically for enduro riding, adventure riding, obviously because of the Romaniacs and
Yeah.
everything, and people going there, and it's great. But I never expected that Greece could be like even it's loud words to say, but I would say like top it up.
Yeah, I've been
Top it all, yeah.
riding motorcycle in 50 countries now, and this is like number one.
Really,
Yeah,
like,
you're coming back like you compare like, oh, if Greece is number 10, okay, this will be an 8.
Yeah, you
this
make
will
your
be
own
a
list,
5.
yeah.
Yeah, because you have everything. If you want to go in the forest, if you want to go on the stony tracks, if you want mud, if you want sand, you have everything.
Can you find sand here as well?
Yeah, you can find not like in Sahara, but you
Yeah.
can go on the beaches and some stuff you can find like everything here, and also like the mountains, and you can go on the beach and drive in some sand, and then in 1 hour you can be up also in the snow riding in the same day.
That's like it was like really surprising to me, like how much terrain and how fast you get from the down, like you can swim at the beach, go up, like there is, I think, like many things for many different riding levels, like from the chiller guy basically with the big adventure bike, you just go on the beach, chill out, drink some beer and go for a swim, have some nice food, and then go up in the mountains, ride and look at the scenery and camp maybe somewhere there.
Yeah, you have everything. And also like we have here at Enduro Greece, we have the enduro bikes, but we also have like the adventure bikes, the GS and stuff like that. So you can choose the bike and also the level. But it's not a lot of time that you want something that is 100 kilo extra bike. So for the small bikes, this country is perfect for the small bikes, especially when you're going off-road or on the gnarly gravel roads when you're going up the mountains. But there is also option that you can go on tarmac. And also, because like the mountain, when we do in groups, we can also combine groups, because friends, they want to go with the friends, but they are different levels. So one group is climbing up the mountain.
Just
and then
straight, that's not on the road, that's basically like just
straight up the single trail. And the other group, they will go on the rally roads, like gravel roads around, and then you meet on the top. And then you continue 2 different tracks and meet up again. So you can
meet in a pub, meet in a pub afterwards.
Yeah. So, and also the food is amazing down here. It's super amazing.
I'm like, it probably sounds like exaggerated when we're talking about it, but you have to experience yourself this thing, and it's like truly like from most of the countries I have been, like this is like I have scratched the surface, so I still will have some awesome things. I'm coming back on May, like I already bought the ticket. I'm coming back and then enjoying like through the higher mountains, because now it's what is it, January? January of 18th of January. So basically there is some snow on the mountain tops and higher elevation, like the Trans-Euro trail routes or things like that, they're kind of snowed in, or ACT, but still,
still it's perfect here in December, January for enduro riding, because we the couple of days have been a little lower temperature, but for the 2 months I've been here now, it's like been 18-20 degrees every day, sunshine, and for riding it's perfect. You don't get too hot, you don't get cold, it's just perfect.
I think like for me, like someone who follows me on Instagram, they saw that the first days when I came here, basically like I was coming from the north, I started in Bucharest in Romania, and then coming down through Bulgaria, and then from north to south of Greece to Athens, and like the first few days in Greece was quite cold, But that is because there is lots of mountains, and all the cold weather is you kind of cross one mountain, and which is close to Athens here.
Yeah.
And you're good. Like I was freezing all these days, and then you come here, and it's like perfect. Like the day when I arrived there, I have been like here 4 days ago, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, this is great. Like why it was so cold up there, but like here in this area. And then we went on a road trip basically with my wife together, like to see the mountains, and we went to higher elevations, like 1,500 meters. Still doable, and it wasn't cold. It was like when the sun is shining, perfect.
Yeah, and it's in all the countries. When you go over 1,000, things starts to happen.
Yeah.
2,000. A lot
of things start to happen. Like the guy who's stuck now, Sandro, So Sandro, he's stuck somewhere at the snow, and
Yeah, and also like when we were riding down here, because then me and my friend, we thought about like, let's do a round the world trip, and we will do it in stages when we get the time and the money.
Yeah.
So the first trip was from Sweden down here to Greece in Athens.
Yeah.
So I ride on this bike.
So you're kind of part-time nomad as well. So that's the thing that I'm trying to do.
So this is a KTM 500, and it has done a lot. It's from 2014.
Yeah.
And I've done the Albanian raid, Albanian rally, Illyrian rally. I've done Gotland Grand National, all the biggest enduro competition in the world, the Gotland Grand National, and the classic in Sweden, Stångebro and Renneslätt, also big enduro competition, and also did Novemberkursen on this bike, and a lot of traveling.
How many kilometers do you have on this bike?
I don't know. Sometimes the speedo is on, sometimes it's off, sometimes it's lost. But I think, and also on the Duro bike, you don't count the kilometers, it's the hours. And I think we're going to take it to KTM, and we're going to hook up the computer, because I really want to know how many hours. But I think I'm getting close to 1,000 hours.
Okay. Oh, that's quite impressive. But the engine haven't been opened yet, no?
The engine has been opened before one rally. I was a little bit sketchy about it. Then it done 268 hours. We opened the engine, and everything was like brand new.
Okay.
So I just changed the piston and some small stuff, and then put it together. And since then, I have not done
touched
nothing.
it, yeah.
And also, like, maintain-wise, I just do the oil when I feel like doing the oil. Sometimes it's 20 hours, sometimes it's 50 hours.
Yeah.
And
so going for the trip you done, like that was November or?
Yeah, it was November last year. We did a trip down here.
Yeah.
And we had some bad weather from Russia was coming and follow us from Poland all the way down here.
What was the dates when in November? I'm just kind of like, I remember the bad weather because I was away. I was in Romania, I think, at that time.
I think we started maybe 10th of November.
Yeah, I think the same time, and I had like the really bad weather coming in. Like I was unlucky like twice.
5 minutes after we went off the ferry, it started to rain. And it rained all the way down to Slovakia.
Okay.
And I have taken 2 rain pants and no rain jacket. I mixed them up.
So you basically you come from Sweden, and you took a ferry to Poland. Yeah. Okay, and then you're going down.
Yeah, we're going
Serbia. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going down to Slovenia or Slovakia, I don't know which one, and Hungary.
Yeah, and that was all motorway?
No, only off-road. We did with Stegra IQ.
Yeah,
did a trip for us. So all off-road, like proper off-road, all the way down, and Hungary. Then we feel about, let's go to Croatia. So we did a little U-turn to Croatia, then into Serbia. And in Serbia, it started to snow.
Okay.
So we were snowed in for one day. We have to stay because it was like 15 centimeters of snow everywhere. So we have to stop for them to clear the roads, and then we can continue. So then we have snow, whole Serbia. Then we have to go over the mountain into Kosovo. So we were at 1700 over sea.
Yeah, and
And
that's obviously
it was
snow.
like half a meter of snow and blister from the side and like 10 minus. So it was really cold. And also because we are going south.
Yeah.
So we take all our old shitty clothes because we're going to throw them away
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the way.
You only
because-
need them for the journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then we're going to just ride in the jersey because it's going to be warm. But on the high altitude, it was really cold. So then we have to reroute to find the way in the valleys
Yeah.
where there was not so much snow. And then continue down. And after North Macedonia, where we entered Greece, it started to rain again. So no snow, but rain all the way till we come here down in Athens. It
Yeah.
stopped, and then sunshine.
I can imagine like the point for me as well, like 20 kilometers before
Yeah.
Athens, it just stopped snowing.
Yeah.
It's not snowing, like raining, and
Yeah.
it was the same for me. And
Yeah.
I think I don't know what's going on there, but it's just kind of like the point, cold point, and then here is like good for like
Yeah,
any,
it's something with the winds and the ocean, and
Yeah.
with the mountains, something is going on. Because also a little bit up north, you had a ski resort here in
Yeah,
Greece,
yeah.
so you can go snowboarding and skiing. One friend I was posting today was with the snowmobile.
yeah.
Driving today in Greece, and I've been in t-shirt here all day working with the bikes.
Yeah, I can see like you know when I arrived 4 days ago and I started to talk with you and you said like, oh yeah, the weather is like have been perfect here, and only like I had a kind of like the small gap when it was like coldish.
Yeah.
And now I can see it. Yeah, it's like basically now from today onwards, it's like 15 degrees
Yeah.
like all the time, and it's like 15 degrees for me is like the perfect riding
Yeah.
conditions. Like you're
Yeah.
not too hot. You don't have to like take off everything. Basically, you're not sweating that much, and it's easier to ride. And
Yeah.
especially like going off road, like enduro riding. I think it's perfect.
It's super perfect because here in the summer, of course, if you're from warmer countries, you can stand it. But for us from the north,
imagine
it's
it.
we are dying.
We
are
like
dying.
I would be dead. I would be dead. It's like 40 degrees here or something.
Yeah, 40 and 40 plus. So
Yeah,
it's
so
really hot.
That's unimaginable for
Yeah.
me. Like it's just way too hot. Like it's good weather for like sitting in shade and drinking beer, but
Yeah. Yeah, when you can go in the ocean back and forth,
Yeah.
it's okay. But to ride a bike in a mountain and struggle, it's not good.
so you said you have been like coming here twice a year. Like have you ever been here in the summer accidentally or?
The first time I was here, I was working for a TV program in Sweden. They were doing some TV down here. So I was driving one van from Hungary down here that they were going to use in the production. So then in summer there was like super hot, but in the summer, no, I'm not gone here for riding or anything
Yeah.
because I know it's too hot. So
Yeah, it's like what would you say is the best time for coming to Greece? Like from which month to which month would be the best time
if
for
you
riding?
live in warmer climate, people, northern people, it's the best from September to all the way to April.
Okay.
May. It's good. Then June, July, August, then it will be hot.
Too hot, but it's like it's usually like the best time to ride in your own
Yeah.
country if you live in Sweden, Latvia, or like somewhere
Yeah.
Poland, or it's like pretty much middle Europe. Or like
Yeah.
summer is fine for riding in our own countries, and you usually stay at home.
Yeah.
But riding up in higher altitudes, like what is the best time for higher altitudes here? That would be like 1,000 to 1,500 and up. Like
Yeah.
there is some TED sections, I think.
Yeah, the best will be after the summer, for then you know the snow is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're really high on the altitude, it's like everywhere. It will stay for a while, but I think yeah, May and April will be no problem. It will be some snow in the higher mountains, of course. But if you go after the summer, it's all clear, so no problem.
So just returning to the bike again, like it's a interesting choice for traveling, I would say, like because it's kind of our bike. Basically, you have to like it's counted by hours, like the motor hours instead of like the kilometers per oil change. And many people are like you can't go traveling with the enduro bike because you're gonna run out of like I don't know something engine capacity or something.
People have a lot of problems with enduro bikes, and I have no problems with enduro bikes. The only problem I think is the seat. But we make special seats, so it's narrow in the front and then it's wider in the back, so you ride really comfortable. And also when I'm traveling, I just put an old windscreen from my rally bike on it, just with 4 zip ties. And
so you have some wind protection,
Yeah, wind protection.
And you know, like the new adventure bikes, like T7 or like Tenere, like the stock seat, like I never ride with the stock seat. Like I bought the bike already with some rally seat or something. Like it's thicker. Like the stock seat, it's just like wood. Basically, you're sitting on the wood. It's the same as enduro bikes. It's not really comfortable, and but anything will not be comfortable if you're sitting for too much.
For long hours. I mean, I also have the KTM 990 Adventure with the big seat and everything, and
it is
after a lot of hours your ass will hurt. So it's on all the bikes. But with this bike you also go on the smaller trails. Like you will not have a problem on the Trans-Euro trail.
Yeah, you're
like
standing up in many cases.
Like Sweden, Norway, Finland, the Trans-Euro trail is nothing. It's like highway, you just go. But when you're coming like to Latvia and stuff like that, you will have the sand to struggle with. You will also have the mud to struggle with. And when you get stuck in the mud with 200 kilo bikes, it will be a real pain in the ass.
And when you come down here somewhere?
Yeah, when you come down to the Balkans, then you will have the stones.
You need the suspension here. Like you really like. I'm with like I would say I'm with the worst bike here in a way. Like I'm with the Honda Dominator. But that's my choice of suffering in a way. Like I have the mountain goat basically left somewhere hot, so I can come back here, fly in and ride it. But it's not great. Like you feel that lack of suspension like all the time. It's just hitting through. And
but it's also if you have like here we have the rally bikes, and we compete also in the rallies with the bigger bikes, and you can fix the suspension for that. But then you have the rims. And here with all the stones, and with the 200 kilo bike hitting the stones, it will fuck up your rims. You go with mousse, but there is like not really a mousse that can handle the weight of the bike. We go with the rally mousse, that is the thickest one.
For adventure bikes,
but it will still be really soft.
That's actually an interesting choice. So basically like the rental adventure bikes as well, Do they use mousse, or they with a tube?
For all our enduro rental bikes, it's mousse. Because in the beginning he had a lot of problems, like puncture. Because you also want to go a little bit low on the pressure because you want the grip and to not bounce on the stone. But then you have the puncture. You can go with more air, but then the bike will bounce everywhere, and it will be a pain in the ass. So then we changed it to moose, and it was a success. It's last for a very long time because we also lube it often, and when we change the tire, we always look at the moose, and if the moose is getting soft, we cut it off, and we cut one more piece, and we put it in.
You squeeze it in, That was actually like I was when I came here, like you showed me that thing. I never thought you can do that with moose. You can actually like make it last longer, and you can just add that basically, so you're so you can ride longer. And so, what are usually like the bikes what you have here for rentals?
The most is it's like 50-50, but we have a lot of 350 4-stroke. We also have a 450 4-stroke, and also a lot of 300 2-stroke.
Yeah.
So we have. If you use the 2-stroke, you will go with the 2-stroke and 4-stroke. So.
And it's gas KTM, gas KTM.
Yeah, that's because most available here.
And I think like 350 is a good like beginners. Just
and
enough
also
power for bigger guys. Well, it's enough power for bigger guys.
Yeah, like the owner here, Vasilis, he goes with the 350, and he's a pro rider, and he winning.
He just finished the car. Like I recorded an episode with Vasilis just seconds ago, actually, before we started this episode, and he just finished the car on Male Moto, and so the guy knows what he's doing, and he's the owner of this place where we're at the moment.
And a lot of people that winning the rallies here on the Balkans, like Hellas Rally, Greece Rally, Albanian Rally. They are going with the 350.
Yeah.
So it's like one stretch, maybe you will go 6 gear flat out for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Then you will turn again. So.
But you definitely want that fun where you don't get the full throttle. You find the places where like. I think
it's more about the rider than the bike. So. The 350 it's really good. It has a lot of power, so it's no problem.
And how is like for like adventure rider like me, for example, like you're riding adventure bikes at home, and like really good thing how to learn how to adventure ride obviously is to try enduro riding.
Yeah.
But would that be a thing to basically like? You can obviously like rent a adventure or motocross bike somewhere at home, but would that be a thing? You come over here and you like rent a bike and try it out. Like, would he die or he would survive? No. Would he be all right?
We organize everything for the customer. We have no fixed track.
Yeah.
Like we have this day we are going in this area, and we're riding like this trail, something like that. But we also check out the group. Now we go slow down, we go here, and you can also like, I have friends that like, we don't want to do any enduro, so then we go adventure riding, but with a small bike. And everybody is like, in the beginning we go, oh fuck, enduro bike, I need a 1000 cc at least. And then after 3 days riding, like, fuck, I have to buy an enduro bike.
It's so much fun. I imagine like when you're going somewhere like even the mountain roads, just like the gravel roads here, they have stones. They have a lot of stones, like, and they like, even if you don't see them straight away, the stones, they will just like appear somewhere. After a corner, there will be like some stones on the ground, and you will hit them definitely. And
it's also like this when you learn to cycle. You didn't start on your big father's bike. You started on a small bike. It's the same with motorcycles. And often you start with small bikes, and then you go up, and you reach 1290, 1300, and it's heavy as fuck, and you just expensive, and then you go down, and you.
Yeah, I think that's another thing, like learning to ride on an adventure bike. Like you kind of gonna spend more money. You're gonna spend more money. Like the plastics for my T7, like they're so crunchy. They're
Yeah.
like you know, like they are crunchy. They're like crisps, chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically like these motocross plastics. You can like
I mean,
fall down and they will just like poof, back.
we crashed these bikes like at least 10 times
Yeah.
a day, 360 days a year, like almost. Of course, we break stuff when we're doing, but like just falling down,
Yeah.
you just pick it up, continue.
Small
fall
falls,
down.
like I think you have to fall. You have to fall
Yeah.
a certain amount of times to be
Be a better rider.
better rider in your like each level to like if you make a scale of for example like you're beginner and you want to be like medium level,
Yeah.
you have to fall certain amount of times to achieve that level. It's like a game basically.
Yeah.
You have to fall, and if those falls are less expensive and less expensive, not just money wise, but like for your body, for your
Yeah.
like for everything, and that's good. Like
Yeah, to have a enduro bike fall on your foot, it's like nothing.
yeah,
But to have the adventure bike,
like
to
the
fall,
GS, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
it will be a little bit pain in
Yeah.
the ass.
and especially like if you're like it's not a smart idea to ride alone, but like if you're riding alone
Yeah.
as well, like small bike, you just push it,
Yeah.
like push it with your feet away, then you'll be fine. But
Yeah, I did Trans Euro Trail in Romania with 990 Adventure, and of course I've done a lot of things. I've done the enduro competition with the 990. I've done FMX ramp jumping with the 990. I've done everything with the bike. But when I was in Romania, and you have this perfect road up on the mountain, and you have this water pedal, and they are quite deep. And I also has fixed suspension, but it's still like pain in the ass, and you're hearing like, oh, boom, boom, that was the rim. Did I get a puncture or not?
yeah,
And all the time, me and my friend were like, why don't we have the 500?
Yeah.
Why don't we have the 500? So after that, I just, from now on, it's the 500.
you know, for some people, you kind of feel the way of you have to prove yourself that you are able to be next Paul Torres or someone like that, you know, Chris Birch or whatever. Like you have to prove like I'm a man, I can ride a big man's bike, and by the end of the day, I think like you're just, you know, like at some point it's fun. Like I do enjoy it. It's fun. It's a fun challenge for yourself, but definitely don't do it for anyone else. Do it for yourself. But then at some point it just, who cares? Like.
Yeah, but also Paul Terrace, I was competing with him in the Africa Eco Race, and he was also struggling like hell with the T7. It's a really good bike.
Yeah.
But 200 plus kilos compared to the smaller rally bikes, it's a lot easier. You enjoy it much more with the smaller bikes.
Yeah. You have more fun, and by the end of the day, like I think no one really cares what you're doing. Like no one cares. Like except if you're Paul Terrace, the people are like, oh yeah, you're doing great. But then overall, like any average rider, like who cares? Like I like, you know, like I open Instagram and see someone riding like doing some cool shit with 990 or T7 or something. Yeah, cool. Yeah, whatever. And you continue washing dishes or drinking beer or whatever. So you know. Just do it for yourself, probably. But
and like every bike is like perfect bike for what you are doing. We were in Sri Lanka a couple of months ago riding.
So were you in Vietnam as well?
Yeah,
that was this year, like not last year. Yeah, like Sri Lanka and Vietnam.
Vietnam was maybe 3 years ago.
Okay.
But in Sri Lanka we had Honda XR 250 Baya. With the big lights in the front and, I don't know, 20 horsepower plus something like that. But for that country, with the environment and everything, and so many people on the road, there is cows, there is chicken, there is dogs, cats, people, tuk-tuk, everything. If I were on the 500, in that country, I probably be dead now because you have everything, like you can go just.
And
But
the bike
then-
kind of pushes you to
Then
go.
everything, like, doesn't matter if you have the best bike. When you're coming around the corner and it's totally blocked of cows or people having a party or whatever in the middle of the street, bam, it's over. So it was perfect bike for that. And also in Vietnam we have the Honda XR 150. Also small bike, adventure bike, but it was also perfect for that country because it's so many people and trucks and pigs and everything that should not be on the road is on the road. So you're like, what I'm going to hit now? Okay.
You're kind of balancing the like actually like returning to Greece. Like I kind of noticed here as well, like the traffic, like in Athens, the crazy traffic. It's just like,
it's so perfect. I just love the traffic here.
I was so stressed out, but still like it was so much fun when you kind of like get in the flow. Like you can't really get in the flow because like you can go as fast as you like through the lines. You will get like someone with a small scooter like going past you, like but it's crazy.
But it works really good here because the cars, they will
leave
give
gap,
give you space to go through.
So
lane splitting here, if you don't lane split here,
it becomes dangerous in a way.
And you stand behind the car and it like moves and you're still standing still and like move like, what the fuck?
They don't
am
get
I
you
in the way or what I'm doing wrong? And like, no, I just don't want to lane split. But why don't you want to lane? What the fuck are you on the bike? Go.
That's the thing. Like it's you have to go with the flow and like get like first like 5 minutes I think was I come in and like I'm kind of confused, and then you kind of start to get used to it, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Like
it's really nice, and with the bike here, if you look at the GPS, it will take you half the day to come somewhere because of the traffic. But when you're on the bike, it's just like
cuts in half. It cuts in half the time. So so what's the plan? You're how long you're staying here?
I will stay for almost 1 month more here, so it will be 2.5 months in total. And helping with everything here at the shop
and taking the groups on the ride. So if anyone like interested in having a beer with Stewe or riding bikes, most importantly, then get in touch. Like what's your Instagram?
Steve with the W_MK, Stewe MK. You will find me everywhere.
Get in touch with him, or you can see like Enduro Greece like through that as well. And one last thing, basically, before we go to the pub and drink some beer. What's the plan with this thing?
The plan is to go around the world with it in stages. So the next is to go to Nepal and leave it with some friends in Nepal, when I've also been in Nepal riding before.
Okay, so the next stretch is from Greece to Nepal,
Yeah. But then war and stuff, and people are going that way, but we will see when and how we will do it, because with the passport and wars and everything changing all the time, and like, we will go this, and then so it's very difficult.
So that's quite a big stretch in the next go. Like, the thing is, like with my Domi, I'm thinking going towards Asia next as well. Like the next trip, like I'll get my bike to Bulgaria, then another one to go through Turkey, and maybe leave it somewhere in Georgia, and then Stans or something like that. But which is the way? Like, have you thought about the way going towards Asia more?
We thought about the way.
It's Iran, Iraq,
that way, and go from here, take the boat over to Turkey and go that way, and then we are thinking about to go on the upper side and into Russia and Pakistan and down that way.
But then, if you're going into Russia, you have to cross China, right?
Yes, no, I don't have the map in my mind now, but I think you can go somewhere down and come to, and also with the Pakistan and stuff like that, it's a little bit.
I think like Pakistan and India, there's can you enter from Pakistan to India?
Some people they are doing, some people they say you cannot do it, and it's
like adventure riding in Europe, like if you can call it adventure riding somewhere on bad roads in Europe, basically like it's really easy, but like when you start to get towards that direction, there is lots of formalities.
Yeah, you need a carnet, you need with the passport, you need visa and stuff like that. In Europe, it can be like, or I'm in Latvia or Litauen now, or did I cross the border, or I'm in Slovakia, or what the fuck am I?
You can go to some country, leave your bike for half a year, come back. No one cares.
No.
And there's like you have to plan in a way. But I think that's another time for another conversation. Probably we'll see you again when you are in Nepal. So that's another conversation with you. So cheers and thank you for joining me.
Yeah.
And let's go.
Everybody just come here. You will love it.
Definitely. Like and it's not exaggerating, like no, seriously, it's just amazing.
And it's for everybody. Like the first riding experience of your life, you can do it here. And if you're a pro rider, you can do it here. We can train you in road book, in enduro, adventure, everything. We cover everything.
Okay, like we're continuing. So basically road book, so you got me interested. So you can come here like a guy who doesn't know how to ride, like navigate. You can come here and practice roadbook riding.
Yes.
Okay, so those Latvians who are like practicing roadbook riding in Latvia.
It's perfect training if you want to do like Albanian rally or Hellas rally, Greece rally.
And you have some already like some sort of roadbook.
We have the setup. We use it simple, like we do.
And you have some routes already with the roadbook.
So we just fit it on the handlebars on the enduro bikes. You have the roadbook, everything. You just go.
Cool.
And we also have like trackers, so we can see where you are and how it's going and stuff like that.
Cool. So I think this is perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Preka.
So this is it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, check out my other videos and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell notification button so you don't miss out on future episodes. Also, check out my other videos that I have already on my channel. If you would like to get more involved in these podcast episodes, you can always ask questions to my guests. And that is done on my Instagram, which is like basically that's the name of my Instagram, adventuremoto.eu, or you can check the link below in the description. So thank you for watching and see you at the next one.